Hey guys, it's Lydia here, and today I'm going to be showing you two hairstyles from Avengers Endgame. These are both worn by Black Widow, and they're both really easy to do, cute braids. So I hope you enjoy this video. Let's dive in. Okay, so for the curling method, all I'm going to do is just take my curling iron, grab a section of hair, and then just wrap it around, making sure to keep it flat while I'm wrapping it. And then make sure to leave it like an inch off the end and hold it there for a few seconds and let it off and let it go. And then for the pieces right next to my face, I'm going to be curling them just away from my face, but everything else I'm going to be alternating. So going towards my face and then away. And just doing that all over my head. Also making sure to take slightly bigger sections than I normally do. I mean, it's probably not that big for normal people. I normally take like super small sections, that way my hair will curl. But for this, it's okay to go a little bit bigger. And Natasha's curls are strongest at the bottom, so make sure to have, not like at the very end, you do want that like inch or so just straight, but she does have like a loose wave where you can mostly see it at the bottom. So don't try to like make it super tight on top or anything, it's mostly the bottom you're trying to curl. One side done, one side to go. Okie dokie, so I finally got all the curls done. Now I'm just gonna rake my fingers through. You really want it to loosen up. My hair is probably gonna loosen up a little bit too much. I'm gonna try not to fight it and just go with the loose effect. But if you do happen to get some that are just like stick straight, you can recurl them. Mine just seem to be pretty good. Decent. Not as good as I'd like, but you know. That's my hair. Can't really do anything about it. Yeah, you just want to make sure that these are pretty loose. And if your hair tends to curl a lot easier, you might want to kind of like run your fingers through each one after they came off the curling iron. Just if your hair curls well. Also, do not use a 3/4 inch iron if your hair curls well. I recommend like a 1 1/4 inch. I think that's probably what they use, 1 1/2 to 1 1/4 inch. But for me, this is the biggest one I have, and it seemed to do pretty good. Okay, so this isn't really what hers look like, and I'm kind of bummed out about that, but whatevs. So now let's talk about her side braid she has. So you're going to start with a really, really deep side part. So go ahead and make that. And then at the top of that part, you're going to grab a section of hair, a really small section, and begin braiding. I'm going to start braiding under for a Dutch braid, and just when you add in hair, add in really small pieces, and you want to make sure to add in some face framing pieces around your face. She had a lot of that in the movie. Just Dutch braid kind of to the other side of your head, so kind of like, I don't know, right around here, and then you can stop. And once you've done Dutch braiding, then just braid a few inches normally. And then just hold your place with a bobby pin. So then you're just going to kind of want to mess up the hair right here. Not really the braid itself, more like the hair that came into the braid, because their hair is like pretty voluminous. So I'm just going to try to do that. So then you're going to want to pull the braid back. So take a section of hair from the top and pull that up and out of the way. And pull the braid back, and then you're going to want an elastic. Now you can pin this in place, but I've found securing it with an elastic is so much easier. Grab a section of hair from right underneath the section you pulled back. You're going to want to make sure the section is like right at the root. And then pull back your braid. Secure it with an elastic, trying to get as close to the root as possible. So I kind of lost all the volume when I pulled it back, so I'm going to kind of push the braid up and then just pin it in place. Curls are a little too tight, especially around your face. Just kind of brush them through, and that should, yeah, help them loosen up a little bit, because hers are not tight at all. That's it for Natasha's braided half updo. For this next one, you're going to start with a side part. And if you have any bangs, you want to make sure to kind of have them all on the deep side of this part. Then just grab a small section from the front. Now if your hair is a little bit thinner, you can get away with grabbing a bigger section. But her braid is really small, the little one she has, so I'm going to keep this section a little bit slimmer. And I'm picking up all my bangs in this section, which I can imagine is why she has this braid. Pick up all the layers around her face. So all you're going to do is just split that into 3 and braid it back so we can incorporate it into the Dutch braid, or the French braid in a bit. And you really do not have to braid that far. You can braid as far as you can or stop kind of right around your ear and just secure it with an elastic. Then in the back we're just going to do a French braid. So you're going to start by grabbing a section right up top and splitting into 3. Then just braid over a few times normally to get yourself started, and then begin adding in hair. And then don't forget to add in the braid you braided down earlier. Once you French braided that whole thing, just braid all the way down normally. And then just secure it at the end with an elastic. And then I'm going to slightly loosen up just the braid, because hers, it was still tight, but it wasn't like super tight, so I'm just going to loosen that up. And that's it. Now besides this, she does wear like a Dutch braid and then just a French braid. But they're kind of boring, so I figured I'd just leave that out of this video. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe below for more videos like this. Tell me in the comments below, do you want more character hairstyles or more hair videos? Because I'd love to hear in the comments below. So first of all,